You'd think that with the runaway success of Half-Life, there would have been more studios begging to license the engine from Valve. In the years following Half-Life, there were only a small handful of games that did. 007 Nightfire from Gearbox, and a few other Valve in-house titles. While studios weren't looking at the fancy new ascension of Quake tech very closely, modders were. Even today you can play a million commercial-quality Half-Life mods. Back in the day they used to give them away on PC Gamer CDs because they were too big to download on 1990s internet. Like They Hunger. One group of ambitious modders was Rewolf Entertainment, founded by Herb Flower, which I refuse to believe is a real name, who were working on a mod for Quake, and then Quake 2, and then Half-Life. Because when you're not putting money into the thing, you can change the engine as many times as you want. Katie, edit anything about Duke Nukem Forever. I miss my friend, Jeffrey Epstein. Originally titled Gunmanship 101, it would later be retitled to Gunman Chronicles, and after they showed their work off at the Half-Life Mod Expo, which is a thing I'm learning existed in the late 90s, Sierra, who hosted the event with Valve, hired them and said make this mod a game and assigned a Valve level designer to the project to help get it out the door. This is a mod that had, at the time, been in development for 3 years across 3 engines. But in late 2000, Gunman Chronicles hit store shelves and was met with average to negative reviews, and Rewolf Entertainment quietly disbanded when it was done and everyone went their separate ways to work various jobs in the video game industry for the rest of human civilization. With the way 2026 is going, for some reason this game isn't on Steam, but you can still download it pretty easily in a package that runs on Steam or Zash 3D, which I didn't use because I wanted the pure, unvarnished experience of whatever this game is. I had never played it. Nobody at school was talking about how awesome Gunman Chronicles was because everybody was talking about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and I didn't have any money because I was 12. I'm excited though, because if something like They Hunger can't get an official studio-sponsored release, then Gunman Chronicles must be the best that the modding community has to offer.
Reports from the front lines are grim. The Department of Mandated Colonization confirms 12 additional frontier planets have been infested by xenome species.
Oh, right, mandated colonization. That sounds awful. Welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.
In space!
With news broadcasts.
While critics warn that the outbreak of xenome hostilities across so many fronts has stretched the fighting force to its breaking point, gunman leaders deny these speculations.
Come on, give me more.
Still, despite sustained fighting over several weeks, even high echelon leaders cannot deny that losses are high.
Echelon, huh?
And for the first time in its history, the human species is faced with the possibility of colonized worlds being abandoned to a belligerent and predatory alien race.
This is an extraordinarily boring exposition dump delivered blandly while everything else going on distracts you from it because it's 1,000 times more interesting. You pass people in zero-G floating inside the space station, your view from a different gravitational perspective like...
Last evening, Dr. Varkas Kalhorian, civilian scientist and founder of the Citizens of Full Disclosure, called a press conference to state his belief that the xenomes have been genetically modified and deliberately placed on inhabited planets by an unknown faction.
I demand an investigation by a neutral party of all...
Nope, Katie, cut that off. It hurts my soul. All that's what you need to know if you're still listening. You are a gunman. You bravely fought in a brief battle with the Swordmen and massacred swaths of the Sharpened Stick Brigade. The Xenomes are the current threat to the colonies, and for 5 years you've been fighting them back. Calling the exposition clumsy really doesn't give it enough credit. It throws so much at you at once that you're not going to listen to because, oh shit, they made it look like you're rotating around this chamber. That's so cool. There's no training room here because they flawlessly integrated into the game. Fucking kill me by pressing the fucking kill me button. Hey, we got somebody here.
I can't leave till I finish this. I'll catch up later, sir.
Okay. I'm not sure if we're the evil guys because usually they're the ones with the clone army.
Attention, men! I have the pleasure of introducing you to this man, one of the few survivors of Banzer Prime. He knew the great general personally. The general saved him and the rest of his troops
on our car insurance premiums.
Get an anonymous online quote now. For a great low rate you can get online, go to the general and save some...
I guess a briefing should be expositional.
The general saved him and the rest of his troops by his glorious self-sacrifice. But the general knew no gunman leaves another gunman behind. It was his duty.
Okay, man, I get it. I'm doing my part too. Let's go squash some bugs.
What's our mission, sir?
Yeah, stop glazing the general and get on with it.
We've received a suspicious signal beacon from an uncharted jungle planet. You men have been assigned to investigate and take action.
Hoorah! Let's drop into the jungle with an unfamiliar enemy and just TCB, baby. Nothing could go wrong.
I hope you're ready to kick Xeno's ass, just like the General would have. We've got a few hours. May as well go practice on the firing range till we're ready to go.
Oh, okay. As long as they're not constantly talking about the General who died for our gun sins.
Looks like another damaged ship is about to...
Hell yeah, that was cool.
You'll have to duck to get under this, sir.
Sure.
Excellent.
See, you're a gunman who fought with the brave the General, who was so incredible that he didn't even need to be prompted to press the move forward button. He was so fucking good at gunmanning. This process is repeated with jumping, stabbing pieces of glass, climbing a ladder, using a health station, and then you get to the box moving and crouch jumping tutorial and almost get sucked into space. It's a thrilling set piece for about 2 seconds before it interrupts again to tell you how to push things.
Are you stuck? Try breaking that bed cover.
You ever feel like the dumbest person in the room?
It's not good. You're safe. I'm going to stay here to watch for more survivors. I hear it's going to take a while to clean this mess up, so feel free to use the firing range to pass the time.
Oh, everything's fine? Okay. Okay, this is where we get into the muck with this game, kids. Because the weapons aren't just Half-Life weapons. They don't work the same way, for better or worse. Your secondary fire button and mouse wheel select a firing mode on the weapon. The pistol also gets a sniper attachment separately. This is actually a thing in this game that requires explanation because it's fucking insane. It's the cornerstone of this game's combat.
Welcome to the shotgun training course.
Oh baby, now you're speaking my language.
This target requires 300 damage points within the time limit to score.
So how can I mess with this gun? Like, can I fire 2 barrels or... Oh, Faith and Bagora, it's a single, double, triple, and quadruple shotgun that lets me change the spread from Doom 3 to Doom 1. It's beautiful. And then the assault rifle, which is either slow and accurate or fast and like trying to play a carnival ring toss game inside of a tornado. Also, widescreen and a higher FOV reveal that they didn't put another hand on the back, but I can't blame them. They don't have a lot of polygons to work with. An NPC tells me to use the flashlight key and...
Welcome to the vehicle training course. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking that a vehicle section in a Half-Life mod mostly made before the turn of the century is gonna be real bad.
What good is a tank in space?
That too.
But it's good to keep your skills sharp.
Let's get this over with.
Drive the tank to the other side of these crates!
You don't have to yell. Also, this tank controls really well. Like, really, really well. Exponentially better than I expected. Alright, Gunman Chronicles, looks like you guys pressed the make driving not dog shit key. Very cool. We get some grenades that are disassembled rockets that also have a bunch of different settings, and then the rocket launcher has yet more fucking options that I have to test out on these drones. Okay, it wants me to launch a laser trip bomb to nail one of these drones, which shouldn't be too hard. He's got a set path, I can just... Right. Oh, fuck off. That was about 20 minutes of preamble, which isn't unheard of. Now we're really in the shit, kids.
Sir, check in with the other squad. I'll be patrolling this area. Our standing orders are to search the area for the origin of the suspicious signal.
It sure is echoey in this big open outdoor area. That's weird. Right, let's go find some aliens to blast and... What the fuck?
Hey, something's happening. It just activated. What's going on? It's a trap. Get the hell out of here.
We're just gonna move on? Okay.
I don't know where they came from, sir. It was an ambush.
Where who came from?
Follow me.
Yeah, hold on.
Stay close, sir. Let's flank the bastard.
Shut the fuck up, I'm min-maxing! This would be so cool if I was invested in this in any way. See, in Half-Life, you had sort of a slow build-up after the chaos in the test chamber. But in Gunman Chronicles, the set pieces fly at you hard and fast. A tank blows up the machine gun nest you just cleared. This uncharted jungle planet has dinosaurs and, from the look of these arrow traps, also monkeys. The statistical unlikelihood of this is whatever. They have to run out of arrows eventually. I'm gonna be real with you kids, when I picked up the futuristic space military game, I was not expecting the first threat to be dinosaurs. I also didn't expect it to be that cool.
Hello, Ranger Archer. I feel certain you remember me.
Oh my god, it's the General! He's real! He's alive! He's... Wait, what?
Think back 5 years. You might recall a little scene that unfolded on Banjo Prime. Scene of a crime, I should say. You weren't even a major then. You had no authority to order the retreat. Not while your general was still alive.
First I'm hearing of it, but sure, go off.
If you'd read your science report more carefully, you'd have known that Silicon life has no chance of digesting fellow gunmen or the scientists. But you left us all to rot in the guts of those Silicon beasts.
Listen, the General. You're over here giving a third-act villain speech at the beginning of the game. I'm gonna need you to slow down and stop Bond villain stroking that first non-terrestrial creature I've seen on this uncharted alien planet.
When I had freed the undigested science team, they too saw the light of my vision, and they have labored well to engineer a host of new xenome species. But try not to feel as if your slow death has no meaning. We intend to learn a great deal from your suffering, and we'll put all this hard-won knowledge to good work, ensuring the slaughter of the rest of your gunmen.
No! That thing was on its last rotation! He was going home, you monster!
Now, I'm not ungenerous myself. Dear gunmen, the greatest service you can do us all is die in an interesting fashion. Yes, my friend, now it is your turn to find out what it's like to be eaten alive.
Okay, but you said they can't digest me, right? So I'm just gonna escape, dress up like an idiot, and monologue to a silent protagonist. Looks like I can just follow him. What is this game? How is it alternating between the coolest and dumbest shit? It's fine, a dinosaur bite only takes 2/3 of your health off.
Did you hear what happened to Trapper 6? I hear he got chewed up by one of these things.
He should have packed more firepower.
God, this game sounds bad. It's not just the 8-bit mono wave files that are everything. It's how obnoxiously loud and crunchy they all are smashed together. It's like listening to a 10-car pileup where all the drivers are terrible voice actors. Shotgun needs more power for this. This is my main workhorse for the game now. 3 shells, rifle spread, and it one-hits those guys with devastating power. Yeah, that's right, run away!
Reports he's trapped enough specimens. The general is departing with his first shipment soon. Let's feed him to the crocs.
Oh, we got him trapped.
Killed him. Oh, he's got one. I'm changing my bet. You can get another one. Oh, crap. Let's just blow him up.
Legitimately my favorite part of this game. Hey, I can crush small animals too. It's like me and the General are made for each other.
This is the General speaking. I won't die to leave this planet so long as a single gunman remains alive. Until I receive a signal confirming his death, my ship will remain on the landing pad.
So we stay alive and kill every soldier around the ship, and it takes off with us in the shipping container. Dinosaur head poking up to go after the ship? Cool. Having it zoomed out slightly for a decent FOV? Kinda ruins it. Same with this, because if you zoom out just a little, you can see the, yeah, you get it. We're shipped off to an abandoned facility.
It's the perfect place to test the xenome's abilities. The facility was abandoned decades ago, when the moon's orbit became unstable.
What do these xenomes even look like? Oh, they're shriekers.
Sure ain't no damn ostrich.
The scientists say something about the facility AI going insane, but I'm sure that's nothing.
Sir, aerial drone on attack vector.
Looks like some of these drones are fighting dinosaurs. Nope, I'm going back inside. Also, why is this big outdoor area really echoey too?
Help! The drones! They've turned against us! Thank you. You've helped to save my Xenome.
What's that? You better run, nerd. This entire complex is filled with killer robots that are out for blood. I mean, the place has been infested with xenomes and is run by mad scientists, so I'm with the AI on this one. Gunman Chronicles is linear like Half-Life, but lacks the kind of Valve level of polish that such a game demands to really immerse you in the world. Like, you mostly walk from set piece to set piece through hallways, which is totally normal for a post-Half-Life shooter. The norm, even. It's just done with the subtlety of a pre-Half-Life shooter. See, right here there's a big glowy machine, and you probably need to turn it into scrap. Easy. I bet I have to shoot the ropes on the sides holding it up. I kill the scientist to grab a lightning gun, which the game calls a Polaris blade, and it's... It's fine, but the wind-up kinda spoils it. Let's talk about the worst thing in this game, weapon selection. No, not the variety of weapons you get, I mean the act of selecting weapons themselves. This is the most aggravating part of this game, and it curdled my minor annoyance into homicidal rage. See, in Half-Life you have a weapon menu, and you also have one in Gunman Chronicles. It works the same way with one very important distinction. When you select a weapon in Gunman Chronicles, it draws that weapon before you press the button to actually select it. And you need to hit the fire button one more time before it's actually ready to use. So my dumb monkey brain sees the weapon raise and I think, yeah, let's rock. And then I get hit in the face with alien goo.
Why you standing there, man? Stop.
It is a constant annoyance throughout the entire game. Oh, but it'll let you hit secondary fire without a problem. I can tweak my shotgun all I want. It's fucking bullshit. The 90% of this level that's running through metal corridors shooting drones and xenomes with a shotgun that's so good my wife left me for it. She said that it's better at listening and not being missing since 2017. When you're not doing that stuff, it stops to give you something like this.
At first I trusted you, but it was you who brought the xenomes here.
And why not? This moon is a lifeless junkyard ruled by an obsolete mainframe that serves no useful function.
No useful function? For 50 years, I have been constructing Kata space anchors to keep this moon in its orbit.
You know, this is exactly the game to give the AI the least stilted vocal performance. I'm glad someone pressed the AI goes rogue key.
My xenomes are superior to your drones. They will kill you.
And my drones will kill you.
The drones aren't gonna kill me, at least not the little ones. This boss battle with the giant one that starts shooting homing missiles at me the second I'm in view is a gargantuan pain in the ass. You see what I did there? Gargantuan?
After a moment of searching our database for Half-Life references that only a lonely, stupid person would make, actionable pun detected.
Wow, was that really necessary? The only cover is slopey pieces of geometry that are easy to get stuck on, and even when I'm winning... Yeah, you can totally dodge these missiles. Oh yeah, the machine gun can overheat, and then it just keeps firing. That's a thing.
Interfere with my drones. They must keep this tower operational.
No, miraculously he doesn't die and wakes up 3 hours later and he's fine, 72 health.
I cannot believe you survived. How unfortunate. No matter. You won't survive long in the meteor storm.
I don't know why the camera bobs up and down when she talks. I wonder if they gave it the same properties as an NPC's head or something to make it move and track you while talking. It's so bizarre. If you've played a Half-Life, you're intimately familiar with the aerial vehicle you have to shoot down set piece. Valve loves it. Games that try to be Half-Life love it. This isn't the worst. You have to open a plasma technobabble device to shoot upwards as the flying drone is over it, and then crashes to reveal a way forward. I'd be more kind to this game if I hadn't just spent half an hour going through a straight line of tunnels and computer room shooting the same 3 or 4 enemies with a shotgun. It sucks because the game is trying, like you get another boss fight against a giant xenome that uses skin changes to show off how much you've damaged it instead of a health bar, which is a good thing. Immersive in the way that Valve would be. I mean, Quake 2 also had that, just not quite to this degree. I thought maybe since it was sandwiched between 2 pipes that I'd have to hit a switch or something to hit it with fire or sewage or something. Nah, it runs away. We'll see it later, I guess. So naturally, I'm wondering why a few rooms later I'm fighting the big drone again. This time in an arena that makes him pretty easy to deal with.
This is the last primary kata space anchor. I've scrambled the tumblers. You'll never be able to destroy it now. There's no way for us to escape now.
It's awesome how the scientists in this game are outwardly evil, while the scientists in Half-Life are just kind of clueless dicks who are like, yeah, I'll shoot a laser at this crystal, Mr. G-Man, what could go wrong? And you know, the environmental destruction and the scripting in these levels can be really cool. So I escaped through the vents and... Oh, okay.
Recent events have forced me to conclude that this facility is doomed.
Yeah, kinda my fault, but not really, maybe a little.
I propose a truce. My aerial defense drone will meet us at the surface. I will order my drones to cease hostilities, and you will be able to take my mainframe core with you to the surface.
Terrible idea. Let's take the rogue AI home with us.
There is a chance that the aerial drone will be able to escape into kata space.
Kata space is this game's word for faster than light travel or wormholes or whatever. It's a term that's actually from concepts of fourth dimensional space that I'm not even going to try to explain. I'll explain it in a future video if you guys leave a comment telling me how important it is that a YouTuber explain concepts that they don't even remotely understand.
I have unexpectedly lost contact with 2 of my drones in this section.
Yep, there's your problem right there. Fuck off with your invisible enemies that make sounds I hear in my nightmares about burning down a cat shelter.
Before you go any further, this security door must be sealed.
I'm the right man for the job. My knife has a cut-through rock key. Yeah, that's enough gunmanning for today. I played this shit with headphones. Nope, it's still bad. Fuck this game.
Remember our agreement, Gunman. You must transport this core module to the surface.
Oh my god, stop! So I get to the core and fly off into space only to get hit by an asteroid and sent into kata space that way, and then crash landing on the Wild West planet. We get a rocket launcher again and the soldiers are back. I was stuck on that moon so long I forgot about the glorious general. Whatever the fuck his name is. This planet, in terms of the enemies you face, is a lot like the first one. Dinosaurs are back, I guess they're controlled by the general. You know, really, with this whole desert and cliffs vibe, it's reminding me of Surface Tension. Oh, god damn it. No, Gunman Chronicles, you haven't earned your helicopter battle. It's supposed to chase you around for 20 minutes first. Fucking stupid giant scorpions with weird hitboxes. Nope, I still love that. I trained for a vehicle section, Gunman Chronicles. Where is it? Because room-to-room blasting the clone army is getting pretty repetitive, and I'm only 2.5 hours into this game. Also, who the fuck built this whole Wild West town with, like, period-accurate furniture and safes? Who made the wooden barrels? What is any of this?
I can't believe my eyes. I never thought I'd see another gunman. You've got to find their base.
Right. Hey, so you know how the General was dressed? This guy is in gray, so this is how the gunmen dress. But the General is dressed like a Union soldier, so I'm going to now take the opinion that this game is covertly a statement on the continued tensions in the United States after the Civil War, and I will not elaborate. The General's base is on this planet somewhere. We gotta do Half-Life stuff, though, like use a turret against a tank. I can't see the tank through the thing because it was designed to have sights like a real weapon, and... No, I'm stupid. I have to shoot the rock above the tank. My missile launcher just isn't enough. Oh, the tank, it's back! Oh, kids, finally we've got... You need a tank to go any further or else the gun turrets will cut you down. You can't just shoot those with your gunman guns. You need to use the tank man guns. The gunman tank, the tank of the gunman which has guns. Like I said before, the tank actually controls great, like astonishingly well. You have to stop every 2 minutes to move crates out of the way or something, but it controls great. So now I've got confirmation that they're using velociraptors as bioweapons. Because why not use every sci-fi plot in your game at the same time? We've got an evil group using bioweapons, rogue AI, fascistic military forces, throw a corrupt corporation into the mix and you've got all your bases covered. Alright, I've moved the crates, back in the tank, I'm ready to wreck shit again. And we're back out of the tank, to run through a building shooting soldiers again so I can lower a bridge. Sometimes this game is just running around and finding a nondescript switch that looks like all the rest of the brush-based objects around, and that's annoying. Like, no switches like this have appeared so far. Fucking... Okay, drawbridge is down, and I'm back in the tank, finally making some progress. Oh, of course, my future tank ran out of gas. Of course it did. So I have to get out and get a gas canister on this fucking whatever planet in the middle of nowhere. This is the future where the South rose again. Whatever, I can't complain about the sniper rifle not working. It even blows enemy heads clean off. That's pretty impressive for 2000. Okay, I gas up the tank and I can bring it back here and shoot a tree. Why shoot a tree? Because my tank can't blow up rocks. We've already seen that rock beats tank and knife beats rock. I gotta go activate the rock crushing machine, then get back in the tank, then blow up this whole building, which is awesome. This game is pissing me off because it indulges in the worst and most mundane FPS trends from the 2000s. In 2000, and then sometimes hits the mark perfectly. Like that awesome thing happened, and then I have to stop again to move half of a tank out of the way to progress. But I'm sure it's smooth sailing from here on out. Oh, you piece of fucking shit! Why don't you just put the fucking gas up, tank king? That's the end of the tank section. It just kind of sputters out and you go into another Wild West building and find the General.
I've underestimated you, Archer. But you have underestimated my explosives.
Hooray for security measures that can be deactivated with a crowbar.
I can't believe your men were unable to kill him by now.
We have a surprise waiting for him in the elevator shaft.
Wow, thanks for ruining it.
Somehow they've managed to capture one of them. The most dangerous, vicious xenome of them all. The Alpha species.
What the fuck do you mean managed to capture? They're bioengineering the things, right? Never mind, I don't care.
It could be the secret to our success, Gunman. Were it to be freed from its...
I mean, that sounds like a bad idea, but so is taking the rogue AI with me. You might think this game's BFG is the rocket launcher, but oh no, it's the chemical gun. It'll jib people, but can also be calibrated to do literally hundreds of different attacks, which aren't all just like the secondary grenade attack on Half-Life's MP5. I mean, look at it. And I'll give the thing its flowers, I just wish it was in a better game. Since I'm carrying around a mainframe core, I need some place to put it. So I plug it in here, and then the AI, whose name is actually Mainframe, by the way, for very good reasons, I assume.
I have taken control of this deck, and once I reach your own mainframe, I will delete it and gain control of the entire facility. Your efforts to prevent my takeover will fail.
Ah, classic, setting up a boss for later that I'll have to deal with right before or right after the General. I see what you're up to, Gunman Chronicles. She releases that big mean xenome. Again, what could possibly go wrong?
We've lost contact with the
You see that? That's some excellent half-lifing. That's a damn fine scripted sequence, just cool as shit. I can tell that's going to be the sub-boss before the final boss, or the sub-sub-boss before the gunman can man-gun the general gunman. I'm just going to align a jump right here. I can totally make that. A little run and crouch jump will get me over there in no time. I hate this fucking game. Oh man, that's so cool.
This thing is loose again.
Wait, again? This happened before?
Find it and blow it to pieces. I don't care if you destroy the whole deck killing it. Just find and destroy the monster.
No worries, General. I'm on it. But first, I'm gonna nuke some scientists. Let me just, yeah, here we go. Fuck this game. God damn it, stop doing awesome stuff when I'm trying to hate on you. This is actually one of the best sections of the game because of how much work went into fucking up this base and creating obstacles for the player along the way. The facility is breaking down, we've got a war between soldiers and escaped xenomes, and I can't tell who's winning. Probably Mainframe.
At last, we have arrived to the control computer's mainframe receptacle. Plug me in while there's still time.
That's a terrible idea, but it's not like I have a choice. She takes over the mainframe, threatens to kill everyone, as she does, and lets me go upstairs to get where I need to go. Oh, okay, here's the boss fight. She's gonna try and kill me. I'm gonna do my gunmanning, and she's gonna be like, "Curses, you have ruined my plans!"
I won't survive this. The mainframe doesn't like humans, and you seem pretty human to me. Who are you?
Get out of my way. And the mainframe. While you struggled and failed to reach Deck A, I have assembled a non-virtual representation of myself.
You sure did.
I have decided to take matters into my own hands.
You're like 70% wires and 30% metal boobs. What the fuck are you gonna do?
The elevator over there will bring you back to Deck A. Eliminate all humans and xenomes in your path.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Man, the guy who modeled you must have been really dehydrated afterwards. We've gone from gunmanning to doing the bidding of a big-titted cyber mommy. More like Goonman Chronicles.
Pun accepted.
Yes! Finally!
Ah, Gunman, at last you have arrived. Your services are required. The spaceport has been sealed, and I cannot gain entry. But the xenomes can. It is time to take advantage of these brainless maggots, just as the outlaws did.
Cool, biological warfare. I don't see any reason that giving control over to this AI could be a problem. She sends me to the freezer like a common Shatner, and I have to thaw all the mutant monsters and then run.
You made it. Once again, I am impressed. The enemy has sealed all exits to the surface. The xenomes continue to spread. My superior biomechanics will help me reach the surface through these ventilation shafts.
Okay, but I'm way more concerned about Timu Shodan here than I am about the previous 10 sci-fi plots we're glossing over. She points me in the direction of the surface. I mean, she basically just says go up, and I do.
The General is piloting a war drone in the landing bay near the surface. I have downloaded my immeasurable sentience into this new drone.
What? What the fuck are you talking about? Immeasurable sentience? Sentience is kind of a binary. You have it or you don't, and you somehow are more sentient than I am? Fuck this game.
I will do battle with the General using special rockets designed to destroy his war drone's shielding.
Really? Are you sure? You don't think maybe the gunman should do it as part of his Chronicles?
Major Archer, I've been waiting for you. Hard to believe that one man could cause so much trouble. Then again, I created monsters that ravaged half the galaxy. The end is near for you, Major Archer.
The General's war drone is armed with a kata cannon capable of teleporting any enemy into deep space.
So? People have been shooting explosive bio-waste at me all afternoon. I think I'll be fine.
What good is a tank in space?
What are we even doing here, kids? Like, this is so Half-Life moddy that I kinda love it. So I gotta use the tank to blow up his kata cannon.
Excellent! The the General's kata cannon has been destroyed. You must now lure him within range of my rockets.
Okay, so I have to...
I cannot fight the General's war drone and the Xenomes at the same time. You must prevent the Xenomes from damaging me while I am in combat.
Never mind, fuck this game. I have to protect the immeasurably sentient AI that's inside of a fucking mech that, if destroyed, won't be able to shoot missiles for me. It's an escort mission where you shoot the same creatures you've been blasting through for 4 hours. But hey, I'm guessing after the General bites it, we'll get a real final boss fight out of her. I'm choosing to believe.
Damn. I'll have to crush your heart with my own hands, just like the... Whoa!
Oh, hell yeah, I forgot about the Alpha Xenome. We're gonna kill the fuck out of that big ugly alien. Hoorah, right?
We have won. Gunman landing craft are approaching. I will now transfer my immeasurable sentience back into the facility computers.
Some writer thought they really fucking cooked with that immeasurable sentience line. God damn.
Thank you, Gunman, and welcome to my new home planet.
That's it. That's the end. The final boss was a shit escort mission. 2 of the 3 major threats in this game are still alive. We just gave this killer AI a planet to control. It's not a nice planet, it's mostly deserts and scorpions, and a very large bioengineered apex predator. Honestly, the only person led into creating a worse outcome from an alien invasion is, well, Gordon Freeman.